The representation is definitely important. I mean, we have younger girls that are looking up to like us that are older and stuff, especially like social media. Social media is so big right now. An image, it's really huge. Like what you're looking like on a day to day basis,
Right.
how you're displaying yourself, your attitude, like whatever it is that you're putting out there, it's definitely a really, really big, important representation for our young girls. So that's why it's always best to make sure
Mhm.
that we're putting out there positivity, we're putting out there those positive affirmations for them to have, and also just displaying that like we can do this and look like
Right.
this. We can be successful and look like, you
Right.
know,
Polish in my hand, I'm ready to create each nail a masterpiece. I can hardly wait. Soft pastels or vibrant hues, each tells a tale in their artistry of nails. Nothing ever fails. With each swirl and twirl, let the magic begin in this kingdom of gloss. There's no end to the wind. Gloss on my fingertips, watch them shine bright. Painted like a canvas, colors taking flight. Feeling fierce and fabulous, I'm ready to ignite. Slaying the nail game every single night. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the Bird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. She is back on Nails and Beauty Talk. She's a super talented nail artist. She is absolutely sweet and very bubbly. She's absolutely talented, like I said again. Please welcome back Tonika. Hello, Tonika. How are you?
hey y'all. I am amazing, blessed beyond measures. Like I feel great. I feel so good. So yes, yeah,
Yeah, that's great to hear.
it's here. I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
here.
absolutely, most definitely. I'm glad to have you back. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by asking. So it's been 2 years since our last podcast interview. What has life in the nail
Yes.
business been like since then?
So it's still very much so busy, but even more so like just inspired period. It's a lot more in like inspos and stuff that are out
Right,
here. Just tapping more into like that creative like space, like more into the creative um era. I speak for like really
right.
myself, just really just trying to find like different types of inspo and stuff. The trending stuff is cool,
Mhm.
but I have recently been finding just the simplest things being inspiration and stuff for me. So that has pushed me to like do more and more art, and really just expressing myself. Whatever I'm feeling that day, I'm putting it on my client's
Right. Yeah.
nails.
Yeah.
That's just
Definitely.
what I'm doing. That's pretty much
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah.
Most definitely. So, how has your perspective of the nail industry and community evolved?
So I feel like it's more and more ladies that are ladies and men that are like working more together, like collaborating. I've been seeing so many more
Yeah.
collaborations with nail companies and nail artists to nail
Right.
artists. I myself also have been given different opportunities here with Oklahoma City
Oh,
Thunder,
cool.
and I was allowed to also bring in other nail techs that are here local and stuff. So it's just been honestly, it's evolved a lot. Like I feel like everybody is stepping more out of their bubbles and more willing to like network with one
Right.
another and not afraid to just actually collaborate with feeling like they're in competition and stuff with each other because they feel like they're in the same lane. I just feel like everybody's in their own lane doing their own creative thing. So yeah, I feel like it's grown a
Yeah, yeah,
lot.
absolutely, most definitely. So I want to get into as far as your salon business. So you have your business called Touch by Tonika. So during your years of being in business, what has been some of the things you've learned in your journey, especially when it comes down to dealing with clients and your perspective?
So mainly when dealing with clients, I already have like my set
Hmm.
clientele, but I feel like over time I've just learned to continue to stand firm on my policies.
Absolutely.
Anything that I don't go for, to make sure that I stick to not going for it, because I'm a really nice person,
Yeah.
and I also like to accommodate people, like whatever they got going on and stuff. I like to just make sure everybody just walks out of here
Mhm.
satisfied. Kind of, I guess, really, that's kind of on the people pleasing side, is what it sounds like. But For me, it's just really just standing on
Right.
business, like
Absolutely.
standing firm on what it is, knowing my worth, knowing my
Absolutely.
value, and making sure that my time isn't being taken for granted. Um, Having the salon with other ladies that I have in my space as well too. Really just whatever information that I've learned over the years of like operating my own business,
Yeah.
because it's been like 12 years now for
Oh
me.
wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah.
Wow.
Yes, thank you. I any information that I've learned, I like to be able to just like let them know like, hey, so this is what you can do and this is how this is gonna happen if this goes on. So I pretty much just try to like give them my testimonies, like this is my what I failed at doing, but this is how I solved this issue and stuff. So really just trying to help them so that they don't run into those same like obstacles that I ran
Right.
into. Granted, there is going to be some obstacles that I can't fully help them with, but just sharing my
Mhm.
experience, I feel like has helped them like a lot, like to grow in all areas of their business. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what advice would you give for people who need help in terms of problem solving or working with clients and things like that?
So honestly, which I actually just had a situation like that with one of my friends who has a business. And it's pretty much just like, what are you wanting from the situation? What are you wanting more for like your business? Like, are you wanting your business to be considered something that's like a pushover where people can dictate like your prices or like your time or whatever
Right.
like that they're trying to push on you? So it's more so me just trying to make sure that they're in the space where they're okay and comfortable with like saying like, hey, this is a no for
Mhm.
me. I think a lot of people that's starting out like kind of lack like a confidence, and whenever it comes to like operating their business and how they're dealing with like the public and how to advertise and stuff like that. So I feel like really it's just trying to figure out like how to mm, really just how to
Yeah.
operate, like how to try to keep like those emotions like, you know, to a minimum, and just trying to really separate the two as well, because we can get pretty emotional whenever it comes to, I mean, we're talking to people every day, so it's different energies and
Absolutely.
stuff like that that we're having to deal with. So it's just really trying to make sure that they know like, hey, this is where I want my business to be. So if this is where I want my business to be, then that means that I need this over here to go right
Right.
now,
Yeah.
so that way later on down the line, like it's already established that we don't even have to visit this situation anymore because we already discovered this a long time ago. So just really remaining solid,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely, most definitely, and you
Yeah.
make a very good point. I think it's learning to pretty much navigate different situations and things like that, and
Mhm.
that's something that I think, us as human beings in general, just outside of business, we practice that day to day, how to navigate other people, how to socialize, and how to deal with some
Yeah.
situations. That's even when I was, working in a spa my last year at college. I had to learn to understand different clients. I had to learn how to, sometimes you have to learn how to de-escalate, don't put fire with fire.
Yes.
And also too, as well, it's just you deal with different personalities. How do you deal with a difficult client
Mhm.
that's trying to get free service and things like that? So, is different things, it's kind of learning to it's just a navigation thing.
Right. Right. Absolutely. It can be tough, but we got to do it, because if we don't do it, who
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do it?
absolutely, totally, most definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by really talking about or switch gears, rather talk about the Knock the Nike event. So at the event, there were nail
Yes.
artists such as Jasmine Casey, nails by Lowe, painted by Pat and Dallas J. So tell us about that experience, and also what was it like doing nails and meeting Shakari?
So, ooh, first of all, the experience was, it was explosive. I honestly was absolutely shocked because I completely forgot that I had even like put myself out there, like saying like, hey, if you're looking for somebody, like it's me, like put me here. I don't know where y'all need it to be, but you're like, I'm in Oklahoma and stuff, so like we're starting to really get more opportunities and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So when this came about, I was just like, ain't no way God sent this to me for me not to be able to get this done and go. So
right.
they worked really good with us. Dallas and her boyfriend Garrett, like they did their thing with like communicating with us whatever information that they were receiving from the Nike
Yeah.
team. They were like giving it to us, so we were trying to get everything together. It was only two of us that came from out of state, so that was me and Jasmine.
Okay.
Jasmine came from Charlotte, and as I said, I came from Oklahoma
Right.
City.
Mm-hmm.
So we are the only two flying in. Everybody else has stayed in like some part of like Florida, like close to the area and stuff that we had to be at.
Yeah.
So it was an amazing experience when we got there. Me and Jasmine have been following each other for a minute on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
so and we actually have the same
Oh
birthday.
wow.
So I feel like that's how we kind of connected in a way. So it was just like we got the same birthday, girl. Like yeah, but we actually ended up rooming with each other, and that was our first time meeting in
Oh
person,
wow.
and it was like a long lost sister. It was actually kind of crazy. So everybody was pretty open and just very welcoming. They're super
Mm-hmm.
nice. I'm the oldest. I was the oldest one there, which is crazy. Cause I was like, they thought that I was way younger than what I am, and I'm just like, no, y'all. Like at that time, not at that time, because this was just, yeah, I was 30. I'm 31, so that's pretty much like when that happened.
Okay.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm the oldest one here, guys. And it was like, no, you're 20 something. But no,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was really nice. The team was really nice. They didn't want us carrying anything at all. Like I'm used to just like carrying my own bags and stuff. The team came and it was just like, oh no, I got it. I was just like, okay, let me kind of get used to
Right.
this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
different.
Definitely.
They had food, they fed us. It was cool. We was there all day, but it was like worth it though.
Mm-hmm.
Like just like getting to the wardrobe, the hair, the makeup. Like we already had our hair done, but we had to pretty much like touch up our own hair. They had a makeup artist on site. Shakari was
Mm-hmm.
there as well too. So like pretty much what we did was we had the opportunity to create our own nails, like do our own nails. It had to be a part of the theme that they gave for
Right.
us. And we were able to have not only ourselves but our work be showcased in the commercial, and also some of their BTS as well
Uh-huh.
too. And it pretty much was just like, you are your own individual person. So whatever style that you have, like this is your chance to display it. And that's the opportunity that they gave us being in that
Wow.
commercial. So Dallas ended up doing the custom press-ons for Shakari and for Lotto as well. And so that was also really cool too. When we had met Shakari, like she was so nice, she was so sweet. We were in there laughing because like we were in the space. It was kind of hot. It was kind of hot. Okay, Miami heat a little different from Oklahoma. Like Oklahoma dry heat, but they heat is like humid.
Yeah.
So it was just like, okay, we all in here hot. We're laughing and stuff like that. But we got on like full jumpsuits. Like we fully covered and
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was just like in there laughing with us, and she was just really nice. Whenever we had came out and we were like waiting for them to finish up their scenes and stuff, we pretty much like had we were sitting there like, damn, we want a picture with Shakari, we want a picture with her, and we were just afraid to like ask because we was like, we don't know, she kind of in a rush, so we don't want to ask her or nothing. And the next thing you know, she was just like, I want a picture with y'all. So it was just like, oh, perfect, like
Right. Exactly.
yeah, let's do that. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was really really fun. Like I said, she was just super sweet, very down to earth girl. Like she was just amazing.
Mhm.
Like I had a ball. I had a ball. I'm gonna do it again and again and again and again because yeah, it was a
Did you
time.
take anything? Did you take anything with you after the event, like any sneakers or like?
Oh yes, they allowed us to take our shoes. So we had like the forces, the all white forces that they had did the collab with Nocta with, and they're really
Mhm.
cute. They're white forces, but like on the side it was like in cursive that said "Love You Forever," and it came with like the like the bracelets that are like the cubes with the letters and
Yeah.
stuff like that on
Yeah.
it. So it came with like a pack of those. So if you wanted to put those on like your laces to
Oh
decorate
wow.
them, um, we had got that. We had got the outfits that we had on. They actually let us take
Oh
those
wow.
home. Like we got to keep those. So I was actually really shocked because just from like watching TV and stuff like that, sometimes some people get to keep stuff, and depending on like who you are, and then other times like they allow you to keep some pieces, and then some people just like, nah, you gotta keep it. I mean, like we gotta take that back.
Right.
But no, we actually got to take it. The only thing that we needed to return was if we had any jewelry. That had a custom jewelry lady on hand. Her name is Glamour
Mhm.
Hippie, and she did her
Right.
thing. With accessorizing us outside of the accessories that we had to bring on our
Mhm.
own. But yeah, we got to take that home. What else? Oh, they had like a bodega that was which is the one that Lotto had did her scenes in. That was the bodega, and everything in the bodega was literally themed like Nike and Octa. Like
Mhm.
it was crazy how they just had everything, but pretty much to the public they let them go in and they were allowed to get, I want to say, like 3 to 4 items from the collaboration that they could take home for themselves for free.
Mhm.
And then once all of that was done, they pretty much was just like, well, you know how production and stuff goes, so if y'all want some stuff, y'all are more than welcome to take some things as well
Mhm.
too. So you know, we definitely, I had phone cases, I had bubblegum containers, keychains, pencils, hair clips. Like,
Wow.
like to this day, I still have stuff. I definitely got like postcards because they had like, I don't know if they had like a custom artist or something that came out there to do like the murals and everything, but pretty much on the postcards had the murals on
Oh,
there.
wow.
And so I was like, yeah, I want these. Like, I'm not going to use it for nothing, but probably like scrapbooking or something like that. But like, yeah, I definitely got that. I got like 3 phone cases. It don't even fit on my phone, but I got it. I got it. So yeah,
And you
like,
was having a ball.
might
All
as
right.
well. No, yeah, seriously, yeah, it was a lot. I was very terrified that my bag was gonna be overweight coming back home, but it wasn't.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I maneuvered great.
Well, that's cool. I'm glad you had fun. I want to
Yeah.
also get into as far as a recent photo shoot that you did. It's called the
Yes.
nail wash. You did the photo shoot with plus size black model. So tell us about that photo shoot and what was like the process behind it.
Yes. So for me, I first of all, I love just having different like creative directing
Hmm.
experiences, and I've always wanted to be able to direct other people's photo shoots and stuff, but then I was like, you know what? I can actually just do it myself.
Hmm.
So when I first started doing them, it was more so like I want to do something that's displaying like my artwork. I want to do something that's just displaying like my style, the things that I like. I am very like 90s, 2000s.
Yeah.
And you might throw a little 80s in there as well too, because I have my auntie moments. But I pretty much like wanted to be able to showcase like more of like my childhood, the things that I seen growing up, like with my mom and my
Hmm.
aunts and like their friends, and when we go to the cookouts
Yeah.
and stuff like
Right.
that. But I wanted to find some kind of way to also incorporate the different like nail designs and stuff like that that they had back in the day, but obviously with a more modern
Right.
twist on it,
Right.
on like what we do today, because like they wore a lot of stuff on their
Hmm.
nails design wise, but they weren't like junking out their nails
Yeah.
too much. Like they would have just different, it was mainly like the length and like the color and maybe like a little marble or airbrush or something like that. So now today's nails mixed in with the nails that they had then, it was like I want to be able to showcase that because that's very much
Right.
like my
Hmm.
style for sure. um I love movies. I love movies, and so I always watch the older movies all the time. So like The Wash,
Oh yeah,
Friday,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
ATL. Yeah, like I love those movies so much that it's just like I'm always inspired in some kind of way. Even the music videos as well too. So this one that I recently did was inspired by Sierra's Goodies
Mm.
and Oh
Yeah.
by
Oh
Sierra as
yeah, yeah, yeah.
well. Yeah, so I was like, this is definitely my vibe. And then also the song Swing My Way, I want to say it's KP and somebody else, but
Yeah.
everybody knows the song Swing
Yeah.
My
Yeah. Yeah.
Way. That song for sure too. And then I wanted to throw a little bit of like Houston swag in there as well
Mm.
because I love Houston so much. Houston just feels like second home for
Right.
me.
Right.
So and one of my friends, which is also a model that was in the shoot, she was from Houston as well too. So it was just really helpful to be able to have like more insight from her on like trying to make sure that I'm incorporating like each detail and stuff. So it pretty much was just like a big black culture thing for me. I'm going to always show some type of black culture in some kind of way. Even if
Absolutely.
it's not just nails, it's gonna be my hair, my outfits, whatever. Like I'm just gonna make sure that I'm putting on and letting it like just really just giving a huge thank you pretty
Absolutely.
much. Whenever I do these shoots, it's like a huge thank you, because without it, it's just like, we're really honestly, where would the world be? Where would the world be without us being the creatives? Like, we literally are the blueprint, and I
Absolutely.
solely feel that deep in my heart. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm always inspired. Every day I'm inspired by somebody, something,
Mhm.
anything. I'm sharing everything. My TikTok probably upset with me because I share everything blank. I'm not
Right.
playing.
Yeah.
I reposted everything. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun. I had a time. It was a blast.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I want to also get into the next question as well. So how important, is Black women representation in beauty and nails, especially in regards to plus size women, in your perspective?
Okay, wait. Repeat the question again.
Yeah.
Sorry. I heard it, but I'm like, hold on, wait.
So
Okay, go
so the
ahead.
question was, so in your perspective, how important is Black women representation in beauty and nails, especially in regards to representing plus size women?
So the representation is definitely important. I mean, we have younger girls that are looking up to like us that are older and stuff, especially like social media. Social media is so big right now. An image, it's really huge. Like, what you're looking like on a day-to-day basis,
Right.
how you're displaying yourself, your attitude, like whatever it is that you're putting out there, it's definitely a really, really big, important representation for our young girls. So that's why it's always best to make sure
Hmm.
that we're putting out there positivity, we're putting out there those positive affirmations for them to have, and also just displaying that like we can do this and look like
Right.
this, we can be successful and look like,
Right.
like for me, it was definitely important for me. I was surrounded by a lot of strong Black women in my family and stuff, so watching them just have their own careers and businesses and stuff like that, it definitely pushed me to want the same, hence the reason I am how I am as well too.
Hmm.
But when it comes to plus size, I feel like that's also very much important as well. I didn't have too many influences whenever it came to like being a plus size woman, except for what I seen on
Right.
TV. So like Monique and I always forget her name, but she played in Baps with Halle Berry, and I always forget her name. It's so horrible, but
Mhm.
I feel like those were like my women that I looked up to whenever it came to the plus size representation in the
Mhm.
industry. I pretty much just feel like we just need to know that we're that.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
beautiful in every way. The Western standard. Okay, yes. So, I feel like, obviously, like society is like pushing like a certain type of image and stuff like that. And we don't get a lot of women who are plus size that are being
Mhm.
pushed in a more positive like outlook. So I feel like right now it's only really being pushed because it's giving very trendy
Yeah.
right now, which is really weird for
Mhm.
me, especially for me, because like I feel like my weight has fluctuated and stuff like that up and down. So
Mhm.
for me, I feel like whatever it is that I'm putting out there, I just want to put out there like for myself and for like the other people who are watching me. Like, you can wear what you want to wear and still look very
Right.
good. You can do what you want to do. You could be happy. If you're single, do your thing. If you taken, do your thing.
Right.
But like, know your worth, know your value. Like, know for a fact, like you're worth everything. You don't have to settle for less because of your size or anything of that sort. And I think, unfortunately, like plus size women have been like a lot of like laughter for
Yeah.
years, you know what I'm saying? And I also used to see that as well too. So it could be a very confidence like drainer. Like, people can probably be sitting there thinking like we're one way and really we're not. And it confuses a lot of women. But I feel like I purposely follow a lot of plus size influencers, like when it comes to fashion and stuff like that, because
Mhm.
they're putting out that positive perspective. Like, you can be sexy and be like a plus size woman. You can
Right.
be like this iconic like person and display like your personality and not limit yourself without feeling like people are trying to like make fun of you because of your size
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like there's so many beautiful women that are out here, period. Like I feel like there's no, oh, this person is better than this person based off of their size anyways. I feel like that's just what the world be wanting us to think, and that's just
Hmm.
not the case at all. So honestly, I feel like it's getting better, but it's still just kind of like, it's still kind of like up and down.
Hmm.
But at myself and other women as well too that are considered plus size or mid size, because I actually got told I'm mid size. They told me I'm not plus size, so I don't know. But I didn't even know that was a thing.
That's
But
interesting.
I feel like in that moment, I'm gonna just keep doing what I do. Like I'm
Right.
just gonna keep being the person that I am and just displaying like who I am whenever it comes to like my work, my business, just myself, like in my personal life, my the fashion that I like to wear. Because one day you might get tomboy, and another day you might get hippie, and then another day you might get hoochie mama. Who knows? It's just
Right.
what
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
it's literally whatever it is that I wake up feeling like. That's like literally
Yeah.
how I'm going to. This is how I'm gonna dress. So yeah, yeah, I feel like it's just improving. I feel like it's a huge impact for
Hmm.
sure. But it's definitely important for us to keep pushing those positive affirmations on our young girls. Because, like I said, like a lot of the examples that are out here are really not the best examples at all for them,
Yeah.
and unfortunately they think that that's okay, and it's not.
Right.
And so for us being now the older generation, or in other people's words, the aunties now, like we gotta make sure that these young girls know, like, no, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? We still need to have some type of decorum,
Absolutely.
some type of
Yeah.
etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Whenever it comes to handling ourselves, not even just in our personal lives, but also just like when it comes to business as well
Yeah.
too. Because yeah, everything just doesn't mix. It's like oil and water. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And you know, the thing that I really appreciate about you, Tanika, is you're about positivity. I love how you display that because I think that's very, very
Hmm.
important, especially in the nail community, especially the Black nail community as well. And I think that
Yeah.
what has to be improved on in the nail community, in terms of the Black nail community, is more of a camaraderie, more of a
Hmm.
support of one another and things like that. You know, and we do support. There's some of us that do support each other, but I think it's as a whole collective is understanding like our worth and our value. And also this is the whole
Yeah.
thing as to why, like, with the nail community, I call out the racism within the nail community with some of the big influencers and things like that, because you know that's not as
Yeah.
talked about. I mean, it happens in every industry, but it's not talked about in the nail
Right.
industry because the industry is so small. So the thing is that,
Facts.
like, you know, and I like how you said that Black women have moved this culture forward in terms of the nail industry of how it is today, as far as a lot of these trends that are out. And you
Yeah.
know, totally, you know, I really, you know, like what you do as far as like presenting that positivity, especially with size representation, and you know, making sure Black women are valued and loved no matter what size they are.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had to grow to be able to do such a thing, because I used to be so nervous to do it and put it out there. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is so cool. I want to be able to do something like this. And then my mom was just like, no, girl. Like I used to have my moments where it was just like I felt low about myself, or felt like I just wasn't worthy because I wasn't at a point. But that's whenever that comparison came in. And
Yeah.
obviously we know what comparison can do.
Yeah, right.
So over time, I just created my own lane, stayed in my own lane, and just did what I did. And when it was like being seen more, and more people were just recognizing me more, it was just like, okay, like whatever you doing, girl, like keep doing it, because you doing your
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
thing. And I'm like,
absolutely.
yeah,
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 I do my
totally.
thing. You gotta have them conversations with yourself. Like you have to,
Yeah, definitely.
because
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, for
absolutely.
sure. I want to get into as far as press on. So you're a press on nail artist as well. So I want to really ask
Hmm.
this question. So for someone who wants to sell their own press ons, what advice would you give for someone who wants to sell their own press ons?
So I feel like really the biggest thing is just trying to figure out like how you're gonna do like your structure. A lot of times, people will have them like on their website, or someone just like post it. For me, I like to do my press ons per order, just because like with my appointments and then personal life and
Yeah.
stuff, like I don't have that additional time to like sit and just make like 5 different press on nails and stuff like that to like be able to sell. So I just make mine to the order. So it's really just trying to figure out like your structure, and then also like your style. What things do you want to add into it? Like what are you trying to like push? Are you trying to push your art? Or are you just trying to push like, hey, here's just some nails ready to go,
Right. Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever? Like you just trying to, yeah, you're just trying to figure out like how you're wanting to put it out
Right.
there. When I started doing my press ons, it was honestly during the pandemic. I started actually pushing them, and it was booming. It was a lot. Like I found myself like not only doing like my regular appointments and stuff, but I also found myself like working overtime trying to push out all of the orders, because at that time a lot of people's like nail salons and stuff were shut
Right.
down
Yeah.
nationwide. So
Yeah.
when I started advertising that on my social medias, like it was blowing up. Like I was shipping them everywhere, like everywhere, including overseas.
Oh
So
wow. Okay.
it was definitely a time. Obviously for me it was stressful because it's just me.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that's literally creating these from, so I'm not only doing my regular appointments during the day, and whatever time I'm done with that, it's like you got to balance that out with my personal life, and then also go back to work. So it was just like I was very much so tired. Business was great. Business was real good, but I was
Right.
tired.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like pace yourself and just make sure that you know, like you have like your limitations. Like set a
Right.
goal. Set a goal on how many you want to create like a day, or how many you want to have created for a week, or how many you want to have sold for this month or whatever. And then just be real creative with it on how you want to display it and stuff. Like how do you want them to look and everything. I feel like we're again image people, so right now it's just like what what are you gonna do to keep your audience's attention, pretty much.
Absolutely.
So it's just like you have to really get in your creative bag and make sure that you're putting it like just being different from someone
Absolutely.
else or somebody, like just a group as a collective. Like find some kind of way to make yours different to catch the eye of the audience that you're trying to attract, and then just go from there and keep doing that repetitively.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really how social media works as well
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, most definitely.
Hmm.
So, coming from a nail mentor point of view, what is your perspective of the growth of nail education? And do you think that there is miseducation in the nail industry?
So I want to speak more so for like where I'm at.
Hmm.
So here in Oklahoma, like a lot of our stuff is very
Hmm.
basic. Like it's very, very basic.
Right.
In the schools they don't teach a lot of the new stuff at all. And if they do, it's only because like the students are bringing that to the instructor, like, hey, I seen this online, can you teach us how to do that? But a lot of the times the instructors are like older, so therefore they don't know how to do the things that we're doing now and stuff. So I feel like in order for like the students to really just grow how they need to grow, they need to also be able to know that staying up to date with like any type of trends, any type of products and stuff, that is very important in the education system. Obviously sanitation is very, very huge. It's more and more people that have joined the beauty industry as a whole, but also in the nail industry as well
Hmm.
too. And the importance of sanitation has definitely been lowered.
Yeah. Right.
Um, it has definitely been lowered, for sure, because a lot of people don't see it as like you're actually, working with people's skin, and some people have skin conditions, and then possible blood. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just a
Right.
lot of
The
things
blood
that come
spill
into
stuff.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They honestly they see it more so as like, oh, we're just painting nails and putting
Yeah.
designs and
Aesthetics.
jewels on some nails. Yeah. And it's just like, no, that's not, you have to be careful. Like this is not something that's just like, oh, we're in the room and we're painting each other's
Right.
nails type of
Exactly.
situation and then you get tipped for it. No. Like it's just way more deeper than that. So I feel like if there's any type of anything that has declined for sure is definitely like the
Yeah.
sanitation. I feel like for myself that has taught like one-on-one classes, we always went over like the sanitation in the beginning.
Right.
We always went over the important facts in the beginning, so that way they're very aware of what's going on if they had any questions. Because like my classes was more so dedicated to like doing designs, and if you want to learn how to shape certain nail shapes and stuff like that, because they didn't learn that in the school.
Yeah.
then it was like that's pretty much like what the biggest focus was on,
Mhm.
and what a lot of the girls that I had mentored were asking about.
Mhm.
So for me, it was just like trying to make sure that they had the understanding, like, in the school, this is how they're going to teach you how to do
Right.
this,
Mhm.
especially when it's time to, like, prepare for the test and everything. But for me, like, I'm going to show you how I learn, and I'm going to show you the way that I feel is absolutely right, that has worked for me for years till this day,
Absolutely.
and there's no wrongdoings to it. So it's just trying to make sure that they are being educated properly, and not just like, oh, we're just going to go with the flow, because you can't go with the flow with this. Not when it comes to people's health.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
that. So yeah, I feel like it's evolved in some parts, but for Oklahoma, for sure, it's just not. It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not the greatest, honestly. And that's not just based off of my own opinion.
Right.
That's also based off of like other girls that I've talked to that are also nail techs, that or in school for being to be a nail tech.
Yeah.
Pretty much like their opinion. Like, I would just ask, like, how do you feel about it and stuff, because I know how I felt when I first went there. And at first I thought, like, I've been doing nails, I don't have to be here. But no, girl, I needed to be there. I needed to get my license.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
was just like, yeah, I had to pretty much give myself like a different attitude, and I just observed a lot. I observed a lot and seen a lot of things that I feel like needs to change majorly in order for them to continue to let those numbers go up whenever it comes to the cosmetology and barbering and stuff out here.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Definitely, I could say the same thing in terms of with Maryland, because Maryland's kind of the same way, where it's like it just teaches you the basics. And definitely with
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing with the nail industry, as far as the education, is definitely the lack of understanding or keeping in mind the sanitation aspect of things. Because like how you said,
Yes.
it is playing with people's health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yes.
dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So especially when it comes down to like fungus, like you're not supposed to work on fungus. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
is that like, and I think what people, and this isn't everybody, but what people don't get into consideration in terms of the industry is the layers of certain things. Like you can't just work on someone that has fungus. Like you have to understand, like if you work on someone that has fungus or any type of sort,
Yeah.
it might be like water under the nail that could make stuff worse and things like you just never really know.
Yes.
So it's like you want to keep yourself covered and not face like things like a possible lawsuit and things like that.
Which is also important as well too, and they very much don't be knowing about that either. But it's okay, because we're going to get
Yeah.
better at it, and we're going to push it out there more, so that way they're very much aware, so that way they know they have the proper protection. But more so just like knowing like the rights and the wrongs, and the do's and the
Yeah, absolutely.
don'ts, because these are very much important to this day. So honestly, I'm going to continue to say this, and I've said it when I first started doing nails: should nobody have to go to the doctor, the ER, nothing like that, about nails,
Right.
ever. And it's just unfortunate how many people that aren't even my clients that will message me with questions that their nail tech can't even answer. So it's just important that all
Mm.
nail techs, really beauty service providers, period, are very educated whenever it comes to that sanitation department, because at this point, it's like there's more and more things that are out here. There's things that people don't even know about their own body. So if we know that information, we can tell them, we can educate them and let them know, like, hey, this is why this is happening, this is why this looks like this, or this is why I can't work on this. So that way we
Right.
can continue to keep like that number down and continue to educate, so that way they can pass that information along, because everybody like to sound smart. Once they learn
Right.
something, they be like, oh yeah, girl, did you know?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
like, yeah, everybody want to sound smart. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. I
absolutely.
want to get into as far as your thoughts about the industry. So, what are some things you like about the nail industry, and what are some things you think the nail industry could be improved on?
So things that I like about the nail industry, I like seeing all the creative things that people do. I feel like I'm inspired at least like once a day by another nail tech that I see. When
Right.
I'm like scrolling on social media, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, girl, this is cute. Save, like,
Right.
share. Like, what are we talking about
Yeah.
right now? Like, yeah, I feel like I've seen so many different creative outlets that people are like tapping
Hmm.
into, whether it was something they were previously into before, and then they somehow incorporated that into like their nail business.
Hmm.
um I've seen so many, again, so many more nail techs that are like collaborating, whether it's with like another nail tech, another business, or somebody that's in like the beauty industry in some kind of way. Like I love seeing that as well too.
Mhm.
So really the collaborations, honestly, the collaborations is really big. Like I love to see it. I love seeing people get like those opportunities from like other
Right.
companies and really just being able to display their work outside of just their regular posting that they have to do like on social media to like keep up with like their flow of their social media, their algorithm. So that's really the biggest one that I like. What I don't like, obviously we already know whenever it comes to like doing like artwork and
Yeah.
stuff, and you know, if somebody's inspired and they see something they want to recreate it. I just don't like that people don't give full credit to the people that they got the inspo
Right.
from. I feel like that's such a huge
Yeah.
thing. Like when I first started doing nails, if I ever seen someone's work that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to try this, I want to try to recreate it or whatever the case may be, I always gave credit. And I feel like giving someone their credit is so
Absolutely.
important. Like it's so
Absolutely.
important. I feel like, you know, it's not so much of like you're trying to say like, hey, no, I came up with this, I did
Right.
this,
Hmm.
but it's just more so like it's gonna come off looking like that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately it's just like, say for instance, the original creator, you know what I'm saying, they got like 50,000 likes or something like that. Like, okay, this is cool, it blew up, you know what I'm saying? But then somebody recreates the same thing and now they done hit a
Yeah.
million, you know what I'm saying? But the
Right.
person, the original creator didn't get no kind of credit for it and stuff like that. That's kind of like a gut punch.
Yeah. Right.
That's a gut punch. It can definitely like make someone feel like, make the original creator feel like, dang, well, I'm the one that originally created this or whatever. Like, did y'all not like it this way? Like, obviously, everybody's gonna put like their own spin and twist on there. But if it's like absolutely duplicated and stuff like
Yeah.
that, or whatever, or even if you just took something from the set and put it on there, it's just kind of like, give the credit,
Yeah.
give the credit.
Exactly. Right.
Like that's it. That is as simple as tagging them and going on about your day and continue to get your views. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's the only thing that I really just don't care too much for. Obviously, like whenever it comes to like some businesses and stuff, they have aesthetics to their business as well. So
Hmm.
for me, I use different products. So therefore there are some products that I actually really do enjoy using and that I would love to be able to collaborate with. But if I don't match the aesthetic of their business, it's just like that's just something that's just not going to
Right.
happen. Obviously I want to keep speaking that, you know, these things are going to happen for me, they're going to happen for my business, but it's just like, again, image is huge, aesthetic is
Yeah.
huge, and if you don't fit the aesthetic, you just ain't, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, it's just not gonna happen. So I just feel like it's not 100% fair like opportunity or equal opportunity. Let me say that. Not even say 100%. It's just not all the way equal opportunity for a lot of people out here, especially for nail artists that are like me that don't mind doing the simple stuff, but also we like the extra
Yeah.
nails.
Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
to do,
Exactly.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's just, I feel like that's the only thing whenever it comes to um like stuff like that that I don't care too much
Right.
for. But I mean, it's not gonna stop me from doing what I do on a daily
Absolutely.
basis. Because at the end of the day, I know you see me.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
absolutely. Now, as far as just with the nail industry, as far as black women, do you think that black women are given enough credit as far as the contributions to the nail industry?
No, no,
Mm,
straight up,
no. Yeah.
no,
No.
absolutely not. We've done so many things that have influenced the nail industry alone. Um, that we don't get that credit at all. The junk jewelry on our hands whenever we're showing off our nails, the different types of designs, the different designs on every
Yeah.
finger. Um, we do not get that credit at all. And unfortunately, because history does like repeat itself, it's unfortunate that like when something pops up again and whoever it was that did it, it goes viral and then it's named after this person, but really this is something from years ago that had already
Right.
happened and
Yeah.
stuff is just coming back around. It's just kind of like that credit kind of just gets diminished. Like it's just like, oh no, this isn't from here, this is from this or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think I
Right.
had seen a nail set one of my clients has sent me, and she's like more on the simple side. And she pretty much had wanted some Hailey Bieber nails, and I had no idea what the heck she was talking about, because I was like, "What is a Hailey Bieber nails?" And when she showed it to me, it literally was just a white French tip with white chrome on top, and I was like, "That's been a thing. Like, this ain't
Right.
nothing new at all."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it's just it. We just don't be getting that credit. We just don't get the credit at all. The money nails and stuff. We've been doing the money nails and stuff like that. Like, again, I'm just real big on just giving credit to like the original creators. If I know who they are, if I don't know who they are, then I make sure to try to put in my post like tag the original creator,
Yeah.
please. Like, client brought in some inspo picture, or like, hey, here's the inspo picture. Like, I don't know, like, you don't know, like, this is where the inspo came from. Period. Like, I just love giving the credit because I want the credit also being given back to me as well too, which I have seen a lot. I've seen it a lot. If anybody recreates any of my sets, they always tag me, and I love that so
Yeah.
much. Like, thank y'all so much, because I feel like that's more exposure. That's also like you just kind of like building up like your community. I don't necessarily want to say a fan base, like it's like my community
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, these are my girls, like y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much the
Yeah.
biggest
Yeah,
thing.
definitely. And I think that, Black women deserve a lot more credit in this industry. Definitely, absolutely. Especially in terms of just Black America. I think Black Americans have
Yes.
made nail art the utmost mainstream the most. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
things like
yes.
that. And the whole world follows suit. So the thing is, with credibility, I think it comes with the racism, that goes back to that. Like how we
Yeah.
talked about, it was me, you, Mimi, and Tiny. We talked about in the previous
Yes.
panel discussion we had 2 or so years ago back. And the thing is that like with the credit, I think there needs to be more credit as far as Black women's impact in the nail industry. And the thing with certain nail trends, it's always given to somebody white or Asian as far as the credit. You know, and so
Yeah.
it's definitely so racism does play a role as far as that.
Yeah, it's honestly just unfortunate. But I'm really, really happy to see that. Like, we're still pushing
Yeah,
through. We still gonna post our
yeah,
work. Continue to collaborate. Continue to show our creativity, and even go in more depths of our culture and displaying that as well too. Because obviously, after like being let down so many times and stuff, it kind of make you want to keep things to yourself.
mhm,
But at the same time, it's just like, well, if you're keeping things to yourself, it's almost like you're kind of like putting yourself in like a shadow. So
yeah,
it's best to just continue to push that out there and let it open. I just
yeah,
truly believe that there's going to be someone out there, or a big business brand that's out there, that's going to see our worth and really really push us, really invest in us, and really just like give us that light that we honestly truly need.
absolutely.
So I truly believe that for sure. It's
Mhm.
just it's 2025.
Like, what's going on?
No,
Come
hurry
on, hurry
up.
up,
Come on, let's get
hurry
this
up now.
done. Yeah, yeah.
I want to get into the next question. So, what is one valuable piece of advice you would give to up and coming nail pros?
Stay true to yourself.
Hmm.
Stay true to yourself. Don't watch what somebody else is doing. Do what you want to do. You can be inspired all day long, but you don't have to try to imitate or duplicate anybody else, because in that moment you're gonna lose
Yeah,
yourself. So be true to yourself. Be who you are. Stick to your style and rock it. Like,
absolutely.
rock with that. Do your thing. Somebody gonna like it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely, most definitely. Now, how I've been able to juggle being a mom, businesswoman, and nail artist with life and mental health.
Who child? So definitely not an easy roller coaster for sure.
Hmm.
It is a lot of prepping.
Hmm.
Gotta prepare, gotta make sure time management is just really on track. And time management for me can be up and down, honestly. Thankfully, like, I do have a really good support system that does help me a lot.
That's good.
My family, my friends, his dad, very active in his life. So it's just honestly trying to make sure to use what it is that I have, the resources that I have, in order for me to accomplish the things that need to get done. But again, it's not easy. It's definitely not peaches and cream at all. You do got to make sure to take that time to like
Yeah.
decompress, give yourself time like to yourself, by yourself. Sometimes you just need everything to be quiet. For me, one thing that I absolutely enjoy doing, I don't mind going out to eat by myself. I have a place here that I absolutely love a lot, because I can get some oysters and a peach bellini. But
Right.
but it's we got a lake here, and the restaurant actually has like a patio area that sits right above the
Oh
water. So
wow.
I enjoy going to the lake, and I'll go and have me a little drink and something to eat and listen to me some music and just vibe out there and just really decompress. I can be out there saying my prayers, I can be out there writing whatever it is that I feel like I want to
Right.
do.
Mhm.
Or even if I'm not at the restaurant, they have an area that's all the way around on the other side of the lake that I can go and I can just chill.
Mhm.
I fall asleep out there and everything. Like it's just that's just my way of just like trying to relax. As a creative, I feel like there's so many ideas that run in our head on a daily
Yeah.
basis, and I don't necessarily want to blame it on the fact that I'm a Virgo, but I just feel like there's so many things that I want to do, and I be wanting to start 20 projects at one
Right. Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I can't. I become very overwhelmed because it's just like I want to be able to do this and I want to put it out there. But if I don't finish it, it's like starting a project and not finishing it. It's just kind of like a slight discouragement and stuff. So thankfully, my friends, my family, like they push me. My clients is my girls that I got clients of like all ages, and they push me to like continue to be the creative that I am, but just like give myself time, give myself grace. And that's honestly the biggest lesson thus far is like slowing down and giving myself grace. I always feel like I was had to get things done in a rush and stuff like that, and it's just like slow down, girl.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah. Yeah.
gotta, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, pump your brakes and chill out. At the end of the day, I know that everything that I do, honestly, is just to provide like for my son. Like I'm putting my work out there to inspire other creatives. They don't even have to be a nail
Yeah.
artist at
Yeah.
all. They can
Absolutely.
be whatever type of, you know, creative there
Right.
is. But also trying to make sure that I'm also giving the right representation for my son to do whatever it is that he wants to do. Like
Absolutely.
if you don't want, you don't have to go to college. If you want to open an art studio or whatever, like I'm down. Like we gonna do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever is your flow, whatever is your lane. Like I want to be able to provide that for you. I want to be able to support that for you in full, and just give you exactly what it is that you are wanting out of life without feeling those extra pressures of thinking that you have to be one way when really you're this way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's up and down, but honestly, like it's blessings in everything that happens, like on a day-to-day basis. Like it's a journey, but it's a continuous journey of learning. So I'm grateful, honestly. Like I'm grateful to be able to do it. I mean, this is full time. Like I've been in nail tech for 12 years full time. Like no other job, no nothing. Like this is it.
Mhm.
So I'm honestly very, very grateful because I understand like what the other route would be of not like being able to do this full time, like just the juggling of jobs and stuff like that. I completely understand it. So kudos to everybody that's having to do it
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
because yeah, yeah, it can be tough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely. Now, where do you see you in your nail career in the next 5 years from now?
retired. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay, so okay, retired to a certain extent.
Mhm.
Okay, so like obviously I love the people who are still in the chair 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Out of my road. What in the heck is happening? It wouldn't be a problem if the iPad wasn't so loud. One more time.
Okay.
Out, 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 out. Come on. Come this way. Come this way. Why do you keep coming in here? You have a whole iPad and everything. Come on. Go, 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 go. Close the door. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. But
Yeah. Move the
I
camera a
feel
little
like I
bit.
moved
Yeah. There
this.
you go.
Okay, okay. Um, but I don't plan on being in the chair for no 20 years.
Yeah.
I actually want to be able to travel for nails. I want to be able to teach. I want to have several buildings, businesses open, academies open, just providing different like outlets for more creatives and just really like mentoring like the younger girls and stuff, like being a mentor for them that I didn't really have.
Yeah.
I had like people around me that would like push me and stuff, like my family and stuff, that would be like, oh yeah, you can do this and that or whatever, but more so just on the rate that I was needing with learning how to really just like get the business and stuff like that started. I want to be able to provide those resources for them so that way they're able to do it, because I too understand how discouraging it can be when you feel like what's my starting
Yeah.
point? What is my starting point? How do I do this? And if I don't know how to do this and I can't figure it out, I'm about to get frustrated and give up. So I definitely understand that. So really, I want to retire from sitting behind the chair,
Mm-hmm.
unless they paying. Then I'll sit back down. But other than that,
Right.
I just want to travel and just really just teach and just show more of just like the creative side of everything, like the fun side,
Yeah.
and really just push out there like what like how I put it. I don't know. I just want to push just being a creative. I don't want to push just being a nail tech, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
push just being a
Absolutely.
creative.
Definitely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even like to view myself as just a nail tech either. Like, there's so many things that I can do that I do. So it's just like pushing that out there, like, like, let's do this. If you want to do this day and this the next day, like, let's do it, but let's find some type of balance and let's do this in like a healthy way. Like, I want to push the healthy balance of being a creative versus just like very rambunctious and just like, yeah,
Yeah.
trying to make
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Not put yourself in a box. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Ugh, my son is literally trying to bust in my room. Go sit down. He's trying to lay in my bed. He can't lay in my bed. But yeah.
But yeah, but definitely, I can hear where you're coming from. Is definitely not putting yourself in a box. It's definitely the thing of it being where you want to do multiple things, like different things as a creative. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, us as nail pros, we're creatives. You know what I mean? So that's the entire
Yes.
thing with that. There's people
Yes.
doing stuff that's beyond just doing press-ons or just doing nails. Like, they have their own merch and things like that. So, I'm an
Absolutely.
artist and illustrator, not just a nail artist. So, but yeah,
Yes.
definitely. It's cool to, the possibilities are just very endless of just being creative.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's actually mind blowing on the things that we can think of, even if we just daydreaming and we can think of an idea and then actually bring that idea into like reality. Like, I enjoy that about us. Like, we can really just think of something quick, or you could say a word and the next thing you know, all these ideas just start
Yeah,
flowing out like water. So it's just, yeah, I do enjoy that. It's pros and cons to it, but for the most part, like, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't get rid of it at all. Like, I would just want, once again, to find like a healthier way to be able to manage and balance that out, so that way I don't feel like I'm being forced to do 20 things at one time and stuff. And sometimes the ideas that we be given ain't even just for us. Like, it may be an idea that's supposed to be given to somebody else. So, man, I'm real big on doing that as well too. Like, I tell my friends all the time, did you record that? Did you post that? Did you take a picture of this? Why you ain't taking no pictures today? You need to be putting your stuff out there. Like, yeah, how anybody supposed to do buy anything or know what you doing if you ain't posting it, if you're not showing
yeah,
it?
right.
Show the world. It don't matter. You can get 5 likes, you can get 0 likes, you can get 20,000 likes. Who knows? It don't even matter about the numbers anymore by this time, because the algorithm is just so right
Yeah,
now that
it's
it's
not
just
that great.
like, it's not it at all. But it's, you know what I'm saying. But still, don't let the numbers discourage you. Just keep putting your work out there, because once again, somebody gonna see it.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna
yeah,
see it.
absolutely. If you had a
But yeah.
top 5 list of your favorite nail artists, who would they be and why?
Oh, you already know Dallas J is my number one. I
Yeah,
love
right. Yeah,
her.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is my girl. Okay, so Dallas J, um, Nails by Cookie. Oh, I love
Hmm.
her. I love her so much. I think it's, I don't know if it's 323 Cherry. I want to say that's her name. I feel like I get the numbers or something like that
Yeah,
mixed
it's
up.
like
It's either 23 Cherry or
323
323
cherry, I
Cherry.
think. I don't know. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
something like that. But yes, Her Savage
He's
Artistry,
really good. Savage Artistry.
absolutely, and myself,
All right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
myself,
definitely.
like
Yeah.
yes, yeah. And then you said the whys on them.
Yeah.
So the quick references, or the quick to summarize it up and stuff. Sorry, I hear Moana in the background. Go sit down, Junior. Go sit down. I was hearing Maui. Sorry. Um. Okay, so for Dallas J, for obvious reasons, like anything that she wants to do, creative wise, her inspirations and stuff like that, she always executes the ideas every single
Right.
time, and she does it in a fun, creative way that is very inviting, very friendly, and just very open. Like I just feel like she doesn't have any limitations to what it is that she is doing. So that's inspiration for me, because I honestly feel like that's how I am personally as well too. Um and just like growing, especially here in Oklahoma, like we don't have as much traffic as Miami does and stuff like that. So for me being in Oklahoma and stuff, and just getting like the different types of recognition, or even being able to have the opportunity
Mhm.
to do the shoot with her in Miami and stuff, like it was very encouraging. And then her personality is just A1. Like she's that girl, and I love her, and I'm just like, yeah, girl, like just call me big sis. Just a little something. But no, I love her though. So she's she's cool. Um Three, or no, Nails My Cookie. Let's go with Nails My Cookie.
Mhm.
Nails My Cookie is just like, girl, where's your brain at? Like the things that she does, it's like she could do some really cute, like simple stuff that's like obviously some statement pieces, and the next thing you know, she just throws up on your timeline with like some type of art that's just
Mhm.
like, wait a minute. Like the ones that she just did, the bangle nails, I was like, girl, this is me. Like you did some bangle nails. So when I did the shoot, I literally did my press on nails on one of the hands that was inspired by Dallas J and Nails by
Mhm.
Cookie. Like I put, like, this design basically is like the Dallas J design that she pretty much did, and then
Mhm.
I just have like the different little chains and stuff on
Mhm.
here. Because of the bangle set, but on the press ons I have for the shoe were way more detailed and stuff. And of course, I gave credit to them because I'm just like, yeah, y'all did y'all's
Mhm.
thing. So I just love that about. I love that about her too. Like she's very just like, I'm doing whatever it is that I want to do, and she also represents like her culture as well. And I love that. I respect that a
Mhm.
lot. Um, 23 cherry, 323 cherry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry I messed it up if I did. I love the airbrush.
Mhm.
I'm a too fast, too furious car girl. So when I see her nails, all I think about is the
Yeah,
cars.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like the
Fast and
different
Furious.
design.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The low rider.
Yes. Like literally, like all the different art that she does on the nails literally reminds me of like the designs that I used to see on like the old school cars
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the bikes
Yeah,
and
with the
stuff like
gold
that. I'm
rims
just
and
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
girl, yeah, like that is so like tight and dope. Like I don't see nobody else like doing like airbrush like that. I haven't seen it yet. So when I see it on my timeline, again, like, share, comment, cause girl, excuse me, like, yeah. Um, who else did I say? Savage Artistry. I'm an abstract person as well too. Like abstract, I can sit there and stare at an abstract picture for like a really long time, because I'm like, this is beautiful, because I see like 15 different images right here. So I feel like she really just does her thing. I love the color combos. The color combos go crazy. And I love colors. I'm a colorful, very colorful person. I got a little dark side too, but I'm a very much colorful
Right.
person as
Yeah, yeah,
well.
yeah.
So yeah, I just love like how she does it, and like the nails are just like, they're not like long nails and stuff like that. And I also like that about her work as well too, where it's just like she does it on really any length, but the
Mhm.
length that she does, I feel like just caters to a lot of like very chic and modern people,
Mhm.
but also very artsy and eclectic people. So I do enjoy hers. And then obviously myself, like, girl, just all around. Whatever I'm feeling, I'm putting it on your nails. Like, and these is
Yeah.
y'all's hands, but these are my nails. Like these are my tiny canvases. So I just enjoy being able to really just do whatever comes to my mind. If I'm inspired by something, I know how to put a little Tonika touch on there, so that way I am just like also like making it mine. Like I'm inspired, but I'm also making it mine as well too. I really do like that about myself. I like that I stay in my own lane, and I continue to create, and I can pull from different things. The set that I just did yesterday, I was my best friend. Her nails take like 6 hours, first of all.
Oh wow.
And she said, I don't know what we're doing today. And I seen her bag, and I said, we're doing your bag. What are we talking about? I'm about to do your nails based off of your bag, and I did exactly that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Her nails were also like the Erica Badu ones that I had did. That I was literally just like, I was in a mood that day. I was in a mood, and I said, I feel like listening to some Erica Badu. I said, you know what? I feel like doing some Erica Badu nails. She sent me nail inspo of like some pumpkins and stuff. I don't do no pumpkins. No, we're doing Erica Badu. Like that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So I did that, and honestly, like I wasn't expecting it to blow up the way that it did, but the fact that it did, and it was also reposted by Erica Badu too,
Oh
I was
wow.
like, yes,
Wow.
yes, I was very much just like, my heart, because I was like, my day was just so up and down that day. I lit my incense, I turned on my music, and I zoned out and did that, and it went crazy. It went crazy.
Yeah,
Like
that's
people are still
cool.
liking it on Instagram and TikTok. So, yep, yep, definitely. But those my
Yeah,
five.
that's cool. I want to get into as far as nail product and nail shape. So what has been your favorite nail product and what has been your favorite nail shape?
So far right now, my favorite nail product is the Shine Legend gel polish.
Mhm.
First of all, the aesthetic of it is so cute. It's so cute, and I love it.
Mhm.
The formula is very much smooth, very full coverage. If I wanted to do one coat, I can,
Yeah.
but I don't,
Yeah, it's very
obviously.
pigmented.
But I just really like the vibe that it also gives as well too. It's just very clean. So his product is definitely been something that I've been using, and my clients love it too. My clients really love it, and they love the bottles just as much as me. So yeah. And then my favorite nail shape right now, my favorite nail shape has to be surprisingly the curved duck nails, the modern style with the moon tip. You got to have the moon cut tip up in there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
has been,
Yeah, that's the style right now. Yeah.
yeah. And I used to hate duck nails. I ain't gonna lie. When them things first came about, I was like, ew, like, no, out, out, out. Close the door. Close the door. Close it now. Close it. Thank you. But yes, I definitely hated them things. They look like fans. When they first came
Yeah.
out, I low key want to say it was like 2014, 13, 14. I don't know. But when I first seen them things, and my clients was like, "Oh, do you do the duck nails?" Never. Don't ask me. I will never do those things. And then like the newer style, who created the newer flow or the newer wave of doing it. Go sit down. Close the door. But yeah, thank you for creating that style. Thank you for creating the newer style
Yeah,
of it,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because
right, yeah.
definitely changed the game for sure. Like the moon cut dip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
tea.
in now,
That's
yeah.
tea. We gotta have the
Especially with
moon
the
cut.
curve with the moon cut
Like
in the
it.
end, yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like when I say that it's so nice, I'm just like, yeah. Like I even got some of my clients that said that they also did not like the duck nails just as much as I didn't like the duck nails. Now wearing duck nails, I'm like,
Yeah,
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 we
yeah,
did
yeah,
that.
right.
We did.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's my favorite nail shape right now. And then I'm always love anything that's just like curved as well too. So curved square nails would be like my
Yeah, yeah,
second. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Last but not least, where can people find you on social media and how can people support you and your business?
So my social medias is simply Tonika on Instagram, Touched by Tonika on TikTok. My Facebook is Touched by Tonika as well too. A way to support my business, honestly, like, comment, and share for real. Continue spread my work. Did it turn my thing off?
Yeah, it did for a
Oh,
second
okay.
and
I was
came
about
back
to
on.
say. Now I told her what I was doing, but yeah, definitely. Just like share my work, comment on there like how you feel about my work. um give like your opinions about it. I love to hear any type of feedback. Interacting, the engagement on my social medias, like the engagement is always a plus. You comment on my stuff, I'm commenting back to you. You follow me, I'm possibly going to end up following you back. Like that's just how that's gonna work and
Yeah.
stuff. But for the ones that are already doing that, like I do appreciate y'all and I love y'all, and y'all got my heart. Y'all got my heart for real. Like I just love y'all so much because I feel like I've just came a long way. I've came a long way, and I came a long way because of the push that I have, like from not only just in state but out of state as well too. Like everybody has just been super supportive of me. So continue to support me. Put your girl out there. Raise them numbers up. Let's go. Let's do our thing. If we're gonna do it, like let's just do it. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really, really awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tonika, for jumping back on the
Yes.
show. I'm glad to have you back. This is like a third
Mm-hmm.
time, technically. So that's the thing. So I really enjoyed our
Yes.
conversation and get to know what you're currently doing, what you have been doing. I love your spirit, very
Thank you.
positive, very much about uplifting the community and things like that. It was such a joy having you
Thank
on. Thank
you.
you. Yes, absolutely. Take
Bye.
care. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms. And be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye-bye.